Hello there, friends. This is Chris, and I'm with Peace of Mind Art and Crafts. And sorry I've been away for a little bit. Usually I try to make at least one video a week, and it's been like a week and a half since I've made one. So I'm telling you today about some of the projects that I've been working on, and letting you see some of them that are almost finished, so that maybe you can get some ideas for your own slow stitching and journaling. Work on journals. Here's some of the slow stitch hearts that I have. Actually, I've completed them, but I still need to sew the backing on and put the ribbon hanger on them, and then I will most likely put them on my Etsy shop. Let me see. This one has a bunny. What I do is I use pieces of fabric that I have, and I usually cut out a piece of fabric as a focal point. You don't have to do that. You can just use various fabrics and laces and then make it kind of like a patchwork type of thing, especially maybe you quilters who have lots of pieces of quilting fabric in your stash, which I'm one of you, so I know how much fabric I have. I do the background first. On this one, of course, I cut out the heart, and I usually cut out either a piece of muslin. As you can see, this one is a piece of muslin, or a piece of the quilted, white quilted fabric that you can buy at the fabric store. It's already quilted like that, and I find it's very easy to sew through. At first I thought, well, it'll be a lot harder than the muslin to sew through, but it really isn't. It's not bad at all. The needle glides through it just fine. So I get my heart cut out, and then I also have tutorials on how to make these more from start to finish. If you want to look those up on my channel, I have lots of slow stitching videos. This one I did with the background of the blue and the pink lace, and then I added the bunny over the top of it. Usually I begin by sewing around the heart with a slow stitch. The slow stitch is just the running stitch, basically, and you can make the stitches as big or as little as you want, or you can vary them. On this one I also did some stitching through the center part of the heart, and then I added some lazy daisy stitches on here. This one is a little sheep. Luckily I got a lot of this fabric when I saw it. It was a remnant, but it was a fairly large piece, and I just love it. It has sheep on it, and they're various colors, and some of them are knitting, which I've used those on my cards and on my hearts as well. This one I add a little piece of lace along the side, and some stem stitching with French knots, and some buttons. These two have bluebirds on them. I found this fabric at I believe at Joann's. It was just a fat quarter, so I bought it, and love it. I've always liked bluebirds because for me, I always remember that song about the bluebird of happiness. So to me, they symbol happiness and joy. So those are the slow stitch hearts, and I'm working on some more of those also. Also, I have finished but not sewn together my latest pouches, and I'll show you those. These are slow stitch. Once again, I start with a piece of fabric. In this case, it was a toweling that I got, cotton toweling, and of course I'm showing you the back, but here it is. And I have also have tutorials on this. It's making the pouch. I know a lot of you have viewed that one. It had a lot of views, and then also of course instructions on how to make it. I used some this is from that old lace collar that I had. I think this is the last rose from that I have left. I always gets kind of sad when I use up something, but I'm not one to hoard, so I just use it up because I keep thinking, well, what if something happens to me and I can't do this anymore? What good is that going to do me? So I use it up. Pass it on to someone else. Here's a this piece of fabric was from an old dress that my, well, actually probably wasn't that old, but that my niece, my great niece wore when she was a baby, and that I got all of her dresses and made a quilt out of them for her. But that was a piece of fabric, a scrap piece that was left. This was a flower that I made. This is a little lace yo-yo. Here's another of the pouches. And like I said, I plan on sewing these and putting a lining in them. And there is a video on how to do that. I'll try to link it below if I remember, which I should. Okay, and this one is got a little cottage on it. And the back is, it's got some ruched ribbon on here. By ruched I mean as you go, you sew it, and then you kind of ruffle it up, then you sew it down, tack it down, then you ruffle it up a little more, and you kind of do that as you go. It's a really fun, and it's a great effect. I think it looks great. So those are the slow stitch pouches. Also, what I have gotten finished is I made some on my Etsy shop. In my Etsy shop, I have a place where you can order a journal kit, and what it is it's a kit to make a journal. It comes with the cover. I'll just put one of the covers here so you can kind of take a look at one of them. Comes with a cover, and it also comes with about 8 to 12 pieces of ephemera that you can use in your journal. It doesn't come with the inside pages because you can add those. It comes with inside it will come with 2 pockets. They'll either be glued down, or some of them aren't glued down yet, but they're cut, so you can glue them down as you want them. The reason I don't glue some of them down is maybe you might have an idea to put something coming out of here, and you don't want to mess it up yet. Various reasons. So anyway, you get, these are some of the choices that you can get, and right now I'm having a sale on these, and you can get 2 for the price of 1. So normally they're $18 for the kit, but you get 2 of them. And I'll probably run that sale through Christmas. So this is a great idea for anyone that maybe wants to start a journal, to make one for a Christmas present, or to get one of these kits and then you can give it as a Christmas present to someone. And it comes packaged in a nice cellophane package, and it has the items that I ship with it, the ephemera. If you check my Etsy shop, it'll give you an idea of what kinds of ephemera you'll get with it. And also comes with let me show you one that has it. It also comes with a ribbon that you can tie around. This one isn't tacked down, but you can tie it down. Each one will come with a kind of an appropriate colored ribbon that you can use to tie it with, or do the closure however you want. I'll just show you these. The ones we just saw. Okay, then we have, here's some that have like map on them. This one has a map. This would make a great traveler's journal, you know, for someone to take along on a trip and journal as they go. And it's also not just for writing in, but for putting, you know, things you get on your trip. like my sister and I had when we went to Ireland, we had some like great food that we ate, or a certain kind of yogurt that we loved, and we saved like the label from it, and then you can glue it in to your journal, your travel journal. Okay, this one has postcards and so on it. That would make a great journal for traveling. And these choices are in my Etsy shop, and they are numbered, and you'll need to write down what 2 numbers you want to come with your kits. This is a piece of Tim Holtz paper. Very pretty. I love his designs. This is a kind of a plain one. It's tan with kind of a real muted leaf background, and in the front it has a bird in a frame, like swinging on the frame. There's a couple of more. This one, I moved the tie down, but it has a music sheet on it with some roses and other things between, and it has a violin on the front. Great for your music friends. This one's a kind of a plain, but then it has roses on the edge. And it has roses on the inside also. And these two are sort of plain. This one has a bright pink on the inside. And it's kind of plain on the outside, so you could, really decorate it up with other things. And like I said, they all come with a ribbon. So this one just doesn't have a ribbon right now, but when I send it, it will have a ribbon. Here's another one. This is green, and it kind of has a sparkle to it. I don't know if you can see it on camera. So it's like a sage green. And then I kind of inked it around the edges. So, and you'll get to pick any 2. Not just the ones I showed you, like I showed you these 2 together. You could pick this one, and you can pick this one. So you get to pick any 2 that you want. So, I thank you for joining me today. Hope you'll visit my Etsy shop. I thank all of you who have supported me through my Etsy shop. That's kind of how I keep doing the videos. And, of course, I love to teach, and that's how I get ideas. I watch other people's videos, and then that's how I get ideas to make things. I do support other Etsy sellers myself, so I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you watching my videos, because that helps me also. So I hope you all take care and have a wonderful day today. Bye for now.